Yeah, see how far you need to be. Okay, and then scooch in after you got there. Perfect. So rest your hands on the belly and start to feel the breath flowing in all the way into your belly. Breathing in all the way. Imagine you can breathe below the rib cage all the way to the navel. Hold the breath in. And then exhale, squeezing the navel to the spine, expelling all the air out. Next breath comes in, lift up the rib cage, open the diaphragm. Just notice how much more air you can contain in your body. Hold it at the top. And when you're ready, exhale, squeezing the navel, expelling all that stale air out. Allow the belly again to inflate like a balloon, expanding through the rib cage, through the side of the body, not just the front. Imagine you can breathe with your whole torso. And hold that oxygenated flow in the body, spreading this nice energy throughout the body cells. And when you're ready, deflate that balloon, exhaling out, squeezing the navel more and more until you release all the stagnant energy out of your body. Good. Now we're going to use these therapeutic balls. We're going to put them under our neck. So there'll be the two balls in the sack next to each other, but separate them a little bit. You want to have some slack in between. Okay, and then you're going to put them underneath your spine. So they're going to go right at the crook of the neck, but a little bit lower. So they can get in those very tense muscles of the trapezius and rhomboids. Yeah. Okay. Maybe a little lower if you can. Sufi? You're Sufi? Yeah. You're Sufi. Good guess. And you? Usman. Okay. All right. Good. So see how you can put that lower underneath your spine. Next one, even a little more. Just about there. Then even lower if you can. So you're gonna find a point that's a little bit comfortable, but it's gonna be mostly very tense there. It's a lot of stagnation, a lot of tension we hold in that area. So start to breathe. With the inhalation, we're moving the arms up above the head, kind of like a snow angel movement. And then as you exhale, bring the arms back down to the floor by your hips. So inhale, hands slide up, sliding on the ground, not above. And exhale, hands come down. So we're just moving a little bit through this stagnation. And we're breathing strongly as we move. This area, it is quite tense. And it can be a cause of tension, headaches, and neck pain, and everything in between. So we're just opening these areas to have more energy flow and more blood flow. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale down. Now keep the arms out at shoulder height in a T position and move the head side to side gently. Now keep the head turned to the right, and we'll move this left arm in a circle. Inhale up above the head and down, touching the ground, and up again. Create a big circle across the body and back down to the side. Notice where the restriction is and breathe through that. We are creating some greater range of motion in the arm and shoulder. Good. Now keep that arm in a T. Turn the head to the left and rotate that right arm in the same way. Okay, and release that. Come to the center. Check and see if the balls are in a good position still. And we'll move with the next one. We're going to have the arms out in front. Imagine you have a big wheel. You're in this big car or tractor that has a huge wheel. So you're trying to veer to the left and right. So arms are quite open, rounded, and we're moving left and then right. Inhale one side, exhale other side. All right, now bring the hands right under the chin, like above the chin, not touching really. So we're gonna create some individual circles above the head. One side, left hand, then bring it back to the heart or to the chin, and then rotate the other arm. So you create a small circle on each side, and you come to center. Like you're bringing energy in, go to the outside, and then come back in. Circle left arm out and in. Good. Last one on each side. Okay, great. Extend the arms up overhead towards the ground. This one, we're going to imagine there's a rope above our head and we're trying to climb that rope. So grab it with one hand and then the other. So this will make the ball create a massaging action on your upper back. So we're just moving here mindfully. So arms are up overhead towards the ground as much as possible. When things are tight, the arms are not going to go very low. So it's okay. Just wherever you are, do the movement. We're dislodging some deep embedded tension from this area in the body. It's very deep and very dense. So you may be uncomfortable, of course, because we're breaking through a pattern of density. Good. One more here. Check in, make sure you still have that correct placement. This one is going to look like a W at first, with the elbows close to the body and palms up to the sky. Here you're going to notice maybe one palm is higher than the other. The one that's higher, it's your tense area. So you're going to feel that sensation more. We're going to inhale, bringing the hands towards above the head. And then exhale, bringing the elbows back into the side body. So from W, you almost go to a Y pose, like when you do the YMCA or something like that. And then exhale into a W, squeezing those elbows into the rib cage. Inhale, create that Y sign, nice and long like a V, and your body makes it a Y. Exhale, bring it in, W, and continue 4 more cycles here. Use the breath. Don't let the intensity of the exercise take your breath away. Maybe you need to slow down or lengthen the breath, but still make sure you can breathe. Good. Nice. Let go of that. Now we'll put this ball a little bit higher. It's gonna go at the base of the skull now. So maybe you need to get a tennis balls closer together, because this upper area, it's a lot smaller in surface. So put it on that hard part of the skull, right where the skull meets the neck. So it's gonna be on the hard surface, not on your soft area. And just simply sit here and observe, allowing this pose to detense the muscles of the head and neck. Just breathing softly and gently. And now drop it a little lower, right below the skull. So it's gonna be on the upper muscles of the neck. And we're moving the head gently side to side. Inhale one direction and exhale the other. Good. Just noticing what tension you find there. Good. That's good right there. Yes. And move your head and breathe. telling those muscles that everything is okay. You are taking care of this. We're letting go through the out breath any deep sensation of tightness. Just breathe it out, release. And now make sure the balls are tight next to each other. And we're going to bring them all the way up to the back of the head, that area that will touch your pillow first when you drop your head down. So it's a lot higher than before, just in that flatter portion of the head. So here we're going to hold it, just being still and receiving the stretch of the muscles that wrap around the head and all that fascia. It's a nice release of tension for the head and neck, preventing any tension headaches. The whole fascia can get tightened up around the head and skull, and it can cause tension headaches. So we're just moving some energy now, using the breath and our mind intention to release any stuck or stagnant energy. Inhale fully, exhale completely. 3 more breaths here. Now we're gonna move the tennis balls. One is in the back of the head and one to the left side. So keep them in their mesh. So it covers the center and the left side of the skull. It's in that same position, you just slide them down towards your ear a little bit. So we're addressing the side muscles of the head and those fascia almost close to the ear. Take 2 more breaths here. And if you gently move the head back and forth like you're bobbing, you're going to feel that you're getting that stretch deeper if you want to. Or you can just be still. Last breath. And we'll move it to the other side. The back of the head and slightly to the right. And then turn your head to the right. A few connected breaths here. All right, guys, so let that one go. So now we'll focus a little bit on our legs. So scoot back in next to the wall as much as possible. We'll bring the right leg towards the body. And bring that strap you have, wrap it around the foot. And guide the foot towards your body without forcing, just a gentle, slight intention there, nothing too much. And feel that stretch in the back of the leg from the Achilles tendon all the way into the pelvis. Move the leg inward towards the center of the body a little bit and hold there. And move it over more. So we're gradually increasing the stretch, getting to access more of the muscles in the back of the leg and eventually on the side of the thigh and hip. Drop it a little bit more. But keep the left side stable. Left leg is on the wall, hip is on the ground. Just this right leg doing the work. A little bit more. Breathe through that sensation that comes through. Make sure you're not forcing anything. You want to still be slightly comfortable. But we are getting in some deep tension here, of course. Extend the right arm to the side and turn the head to the right and progress a bit more with that stretch. And a little bit more. Just go to your maximum now, but without being too harsh. You still want to feel that you're okay, and you may feel a sensation of intensity on the outside of the hip now, right at the back of the hip. Those are very tight, tense areas that we're addressing. So they will most likely talk to you now. The longer we keep the stretch, the more release we accomplish. So we're going to stay a little bit more because those are areas that we don't usually address. So they're deeper and denser and more mean. But we're just still being kind and breathing through the process. And this way we send a lot of oxygenated flow to these deprived areas. So we're doing these hips a favor to stay alive and well. All right, guys, bend the knee and bring it back. Bring the head to center. And we're switching. Right leg stays on the wall and left foot comes in. Wrap your belt around it and see how far you want to go here. This can be a totally different story. Doesn't matter, you're just doing the same process and maybe getting similar results. So you got the foot in towards you as much as is comfortable, and then you start to drop it to the right towards the center of the body. And drop it more. Extend the left arm out and turn the head to the left and progress with the stretch as you'd like, centimeter by centimeter, just to see how far you can go. It's an exploration into our own body. And it doesn't matter how it looks like, it matters how it feels, and it matters how it's going to be resolved. Take those long breaths and drop a little bit more if you haven't yet. And we'll stay at our maximum point for a few more breaths. Breathe strong. Release any tension through the out breath. Energize through the in breath. Allow the breath to be the key ingredient here. And then your mind intention. Seeing those muscles and tendons relaxed, loose, and comfortable. So when you get up, you can float almost. All right, guys. We can get back to center. And bring the legs back to the wall. So we're going to bring the feet on the wall, so you're stepping on the wall with the knees bent. Keep them hip width apart and knee width apart. And we'll inhale, lift the hips off the floor. We're creating a supported bridge here. It's going to be a little bit challenging for the spine since it's been down so much, but press on the wall and lift. And stay there and breathe. We're lengthening the back body now in a very gentle way. We're telling the spine to realign itself in a neutral position. So take some deep breath here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Now inhale, left leg goes up. Bring it in towards you as much as you can, noticing how far you can go now after the stretch. And inhale, bring it up to the sky, flex the foot, and pulse the leg up. So you're lifting the whole pelvis up and down. Inhale, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend the knee now, bring the foot to the other knee, creating a figure 4 on the wall here. Stay here and press this knee away if you'd like with your left hand. And connect to the breath. Good. Bring the leg back up, point and flex the foot. And circle the ankle, both directions.
And now shake the leg all the way from the hip to the toes. Bend the knee lightly and shake, shake, shake. Create some vibration all throughout this left side. Good. Now bring that foot to the wall. And we'll do the other side. Right leg comes in. Bring it in towards you. The gravity is going to help you drop it down. Bring it across to the knee. Open that knee to the side. Deepen the breath. Stretch the leg up to the sky. Point and flex. Circle the ankle. And then flex the foot and press up to the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. Drop the leg down. Hips come down slowly. Vertebrae by vertebrae, we're dropping the spine back down. Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and separate. Maybe not, don't separate them yet. Okay, so we're gonna put the tennis balls under the left hip. I'm gonna bend the knees and drop to the left side. So like you're getting the balls aligned with your hip and your IT band. And drop your weight to that left side. So you get a nice stretch on this left outer hip and IT band. And in order to apply more weight, we can extend the top leg and stretch it out and up towards your face. That way the bottom leg sinks a little bit further into the balls, getting a deeper stretch. Take some deep breaths here. And drink a lot of water tonight. Okay, come on back to neutral, and then I want you to place the tennis ball a little bit on the outer thigh to get the TFL and the piriformis. So it's gonna go right here, partially on your side hip and partially on your glute. Okay, like that, like a V. And then sink down to that same left side with the right leg extended out on top of it. Yeah. So drop this knee down as far as you can first. Yeah. So you feel that, and then extend the leg. Yeah. Yeah, it still goes on the same side. We're doing the same side. We're doing the same side, just a little bit different area. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, you got it. Perfect. So drop the knee down, and then this one is going to help it deepen. Yeah. And get the arms out in a T. So you have that spinal twist going all the way. Yeah. Nice. Breathe here. So leaning a little bit to that side. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. Those are very tight areas, aren't they? We found them. Everybody surviving. Deepen the breath. Two more breaths here, and then we move to the other side, and we'll do the same two positions. Okay, inhale and bring it back to neutral. This time, we'll put the tennis balls on the right side. I call them tennis balls because you can really literally use some tennis balls that you have around your garage. Or you can buy the therapeutic balls if you want. Okay, so we're gonna get them under the hip and under the thigh, under the IT band. So it's gonna go more on the outside of that thigh. And then drop the knee to the floor with the left leg on top, sinking more weight into that lower leg. Breathe into this left side of the body. We got the rib cage, the heart center, the armpit, lymphatic flow. So allow some energy to flow in this restriction part of the body. And also some energy to flow across to the right hip and IT band where things get really tight as well. One more breath. All right. And now come on up a bit and replace the balls into the other area that's on the side of the hip and the glute. So it goes back a little bit. So the balls are crisscross to your body. And then sink back down onto that side. Stretch the left leg out, head and arm to the left. Deepen the breath. Exhale through the mouth, releasing more stress, more tension from this area of the body. Sigh it out. Whatever you need to do to feel more open, more released. Notice the left side body. Keep opening here and breathing from that hip crest to the armpit, revitalizing this area with some fresh energy. Good. One more breath. And bring it back. And we can come on off the wall. Be a little bit more free. Getting on our bolster. We're gonna have one more trick with a big bolster. We're gonna get our hips on the bolster. So hips are on the bolster, and then you swing the legs up above the head and let them kind of drop here and just let them be to open up the spine, the lumbar spine. Okay, you can do it in either direction, it doesn't matter. You still can have the legs up towards your face at this time. And I'm gonna test something. Peggy, will you allow me to test something? It may be a little heavy. Just to see if we can get a better stretch or not. Let me know if that's too much. Okay. Okay. So Sophia, let me know how this feels. It's gonna help you open up your back more. Get equal weights here. If it's too much, let me know. I'll remove it. It's good? Okay. So we're bringing a lot of circulation now to the internal organs, to the heart, to the neck and throat. Good job here. All right. How's that feeling? Okay. Ah. Jane, how are you doing? I'm not going to put any weights on you, but I'm going to help you a little bit. Is that good there? Okay, let them pulse right here. See if you can keep them here a bit. Okay, she's a stretchy one. She got them all over her hands. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is the best point for you. Change it for you. Great job. Nice. Very great exercise for the whole back. So we'll stay here a couple more breaths. Wow. I want to try that. I never tried it on me. It just came to me. Let's do this. All right. You guys can let those go, or I'll take them. And slowly, slowly come back to your bolster. Okay, because you want to go really gentle on the spine now. Getting the legs back down gradually. And for the last pose of the night, we're going to be on the bolster, but in a longitudinal position. So put your bolster lengthwise on the mat, and then you sit next to it and you lay back on it. So you're opening the whole heart like you're doing a supported pigeon pose. Not pigeon, what you call it, fish pose, Matsyasana. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, and then sit right on the edge of it, and then lay down. Arms go to the side, knees can be up, you can have your feet on the ground to begin with, or you can do bound angle pose with the feet together, Baddha Konasana. Take a deep breath here. And hands can be up above the head with the fingertips touching to open up these elbows, to open the chest and the pecs. So stay here in bound angle in 3-diamond shape, basically, for a few breaths, and then you can go to a more relaxing pose if you'd like. If you have an eye pillow, you can start to place that on your eyes.
imagine you can breathe directly into your heart. Allow the breath and the sound to connect and become one and travel into your heart center. And imagine you're breathing in white, green, and violet light. And you're filling your heart chambers with this vibrant, shimmering light that enters into the atria, the top chambers of the heart, and then sinks down into the ventricles, which pump it into the whole system, shimmering white, bright light, energy and vibration being sent to all your body cells, reorganizing, revitalizing, recharging, bringing back to life, reconnecting everything that is there that was dormant or stagnant, waking up the system, reestablishing the homeostasis, that place where things are at their best and in perfect harmony. Our bodies have such deep wisdom. They actually know how to heal. We just need to allow them the space and time. Now we slowly and gently get the eye pillow off. Take a stretch, come to your side, whatever you need. Ready, coming up. Let's take a moment to notice how we feel, how the body feels, how the energy flows, and how we are really alive inside, and with a mind clear and spacious. And bring the hands to the heart. Thumbs to the eyebrow for right thought and right concentration. To the mouth for kind speech and wise words. To the heart for loving kindness and compassion. For ourselves first and foremost, and then for others. Namaste. Have a good night. Welcome to reality. I was like, don't have a shock. It's all good. It's part of the experience. Oh, yeah. Just on that note, I have a short poem that I like about that. Life is amazing, and then it's awful, and then it's amazing again. And in between the amazing and awful, it's ordinary and mundane and routine. Breathe in the amazing, hold on through the awful, and relax and exhale during the ordinary. That's just living heartbreaking, soul healing, amazing, awful, ordinary life. And it's breathtakingly beautiful. So there you are.